Hi guys, welcome to yet another interesting video. My name is Linda Onsongo, and in this channel we only talk about health. And in today's topic, we are going to talk about sex and sexuality. Before we go into what we are going to discuss today, kindly if you are new here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching this video. If at all health is something that you're interested in, this is most definitely the channel that you're supposed to look into. So let's get into today's video. And in today's video, when we talk about sex and sexuality, the first thing that comes into a person's mind is the sexual intercourse, which is not necessarily the case. If at all two people are engaged in a sexual activity, that is known as sexual intercourse. Sexuality means more than sexual feelings. It involves both the mind and the body. You must feel attractive. Yani it involves feeling attractive. It involves being in love and also being in a relationship with someone, which will lead to the physical sexual activity that is known as the sexual intercourse. So sexuality is more than just sex or sexual intercourse. We are going to look at the meaning of the word sex. Sex has two meanings. The first meaning is the gender, it's a female or a male. Another meaning of the word sex is that sexual intercourse. So when someone talks about sexual intercourse, this involves contact between two people and it involves the penetration, especially the insertion of a man's erect penis into a woman's vagina, which leads to culminating an ejaculation of semen. When two people have decided they want to involve in a sexual intercourse, there are four stages that they undergo. The first stage is desire, the second is arousal, the third is orgasm, and the fourth is resolution. Both men and women experience these phases, but it differs from party to party. You might find that a woman and a man, they have decided to engage in a physical activity, but they will not be able to reach orgasm at the same time. That is why you find that most women fake orgasms. The intensity of the response and the time spent in each phase differs from one person to another. Let me give you an example. A woman can be aroused, but between arousal and orgasm, it might take some time compared to a man. A man can have desire and feel aroused kidogo kidogo, the man ashafika orgasm and the woman is not yet there, hajafika hata halfway. So these phases differ for both parties. That is why women fake orgasms. So let's tackle each and every phase one by one. The first phase, which we talked about, was desire. We find that desire has its own characteristics, and this phase can last from minutes even to hours. The characteristics that they tend to have, first and foremost, is the muscle tension. The heart rate quickens, and breathing gets faster. You find that this person feels, if at all you can get what I mean. The skin becomes flushed. For example, if you have desire with this person and maybe that person is seated next to you, your skin becomes sensitive. And for men and women, you find that the nipples harden or become erect. The testicles swell. You find that blood flow is increased to this particular area. The vagina is also swollen and becomes darker because blood flow has been increased to this particular area. The vagina starts secreting a lubricating fluid. The second stage is arousal. This means that the stage extends from immediately after desire to the brink of orgasm. The characteristics that occurred in the first phase now get more intense in this stage. The heart rate increases even more, the breathing gets more faster. The vagina now swells even more from increased blood flow. The clitoris of a lady becomes highly sensitive, and the testicles are now withdrawn up into the scrotum. In the normal anatomy, you find that when a man is not sexually aroused or is not engaging in a sexual activity, the testicles tend to be a bit lower. But when a man is in this particular phase, the testicles are now withdrawn up into the scrotum. The muscle spasms may also begin in the feet, face, and hands. The third phase, it involves orgasm, which is commonly known as the shortest phase. It only lasts for a few seconds. In this third stage, there's involuntary muscle contractions, and the breathing and heart rates, it is now at its peak. When breathing and heart rates is now at its peak, you find that there is rapid intake of oxygen. The muscles of the vagina contract in women, and rhythmic contractions of the muscles at the base of the penis also contract, which leads to a man ejaculating. Immediately after orgasm, we move into the last stage, which is known as resolution. In resolution, you find that the, the genital area goes back into its previous shape and color. This is just immediately after orgasm. It also takes the shortest period. You find that the heart rate goes back into its normal rhythm. The muscle tension is not there. If the vagina had swollen, it goes back into its original shape. If it was darker, it goes back into its original color. Another thing to note is that there are women who, after reaching this stage, they can be able to go back to orgasm if there is further sexual stimulation. On the other end, a man will need some time, which is known as a refractory period. So in today's video, we have learned about the 4 stages that men and women undergo through while they engage in a sexual intercourse. And we have discussed about the 4 stages. That is what we were to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, bye.